When a public health crisis challenges our very way of life, hope is found in real answers. It's found in hard truths and data, under microscopes and across global networks. This is where the world turns for answers, for hope. The Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Our journey began long before COVID-19. Life-saving answers originated here over a century ago, opening our doors just days before the outbreak of the Spanish flu in 1918. We introduced the fields of biostatistics and epidemiology. We guided the first clinical trials of penicillin, creating a gold standard for drug development. Our researchers helped defeat polio and are continuing the fight against malaria. We were the first to show that smoking cuts lives short, and our testimony helped break up big tobacco. If there's a threat to public health, our faculty and students are working to understand it and reduce its risks. Today, answers are sought at 80 research facilities across 67 countries. Together, we are addressing some of the biggest, most pressing threats to public health, as well as issues not yet on anyone's radar.
Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health joins us live.
By leading and translating public health to the world, we make policy and healthcare systems work better and inspire future researchers, practitioners, and policymakers.
I don't think there's any more important job than saving and improving lives.
We take what we learn and put those answers into practice. Research becomes tangible. We develop strategies and solutions the world can use and trust. And in ways big and small, we change the course of history. It's hope and determination, powered by science, because this is where humanity finds answers, before we even need them, and when we all need them most. Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Protecting health, saving lives, millions at a time.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the virtual open house for the Bloomberg School of Public Health. My name is David Dowdy. I'm the Executive Vice Dean for Academic Affairs here at the school. Our Dean, Ellen McKenzie, wishes she could be here with us today. She sends her regrets, but I'm excited to welcome you here and to walk you through all that our school has to offer. We like to start with a land acknowledgement, so I'm going to read this for each of us. We humbly acknowledge that we are all located on the traditional and contemporary homelands of Indigenous peoples. Together, we acknowledge the history of genocide and ongoing systemic inequities while respecting treaties made on this territory as a step towards reconciliation and strengthening relations with Indigenous peoples. We give thanks to the past, present, and future stewards of this land and respect all tribal nations' sovereignty and right to self-determination. We aim to hold ourselves accountable to tribal nations. We also invite you to recognize the lands of Indigenous peoples in which you reside, wherever you may be. With that, I want to thank you for your interest and your commitment to public health. There has never been a more exciting time to be in this field, and we think that there's no more exciting place to come and learn about public health than here at the Bloomberg School. I want to start by giving you a little bit of my own story. So I am a proud alum of this school. I came here as a master's student. And you can see here on the slide a few pictures of me and my daughter when I was a student here. While I had this all worked out to where I could stay at home, 3 days a week come in and study the epidemiology of tuberculosis, the other 4. 20 years later, my daughter is now in college herself, but I'm still here at the school. And the reason is the people that we have here. It's something that I want to highlight throughout the day today, is what really makes this school special are its people. As was mentioned during the video, our school was inaugurated right before the great Spanish flu of 1918, and we continue to lead the way in solving critical public health issues. Shown here on this slide are just a few. So on the left are some of our students studying the chemistry of mosquito attraction in Zambia. The Center for Health Security is developing training programs and working with the CDC. We have people working on extreme risk protection orders, also known as red flag laws, that help to reduce gun violence. And on the right is a photo that describes our new Institute for Planetary Health, which is a cross-disciplinary center designed to solve problems relating to climate change and the planet's health as well. We focus on modern problems. Some of the problems that we are focused on at the school now include COVID-19 and other emerging infectious diseases, the health of displaced people, climate change, and the opioid epidemic. We realize that to solve these problems, it does not take just public health experts, but interdisciplinary collaborations. And so we have people working with experts in fields like economic development, education, transportation, law enforcement, the food industry, and housing. One example of this sort of cross-disciplinary approach is the Bloomberg American Health Initiative. This initiative is designed to focus on 5 critical challenges to American health, including environmental challenges, food systems for health, risks to adolescent health, addiction, overdose, and violence. The Bloomberg American Health Initiative has supported over 325 fellows to date, and we're excited to welcome another class coming in this coming year as well. But really, what's at the heart of everything we do are our students, and we hope that you will consider being one of these. Our students are involved in all that we do, from research to community engagement to teaching and learning. And again, our students, the breadth of our students is one of the things that truly makes our school special. As just one example of a student, Mia Campbell is a PhD candidate in the Department of Mental Health. Mia's dissertation examines how social and physical environment influences the mental health of adolescents. She's studying the walkability of neighborhoods, access to grocery stores and parks, social environments at school, and the intergenerational effects of discrimination. Her research has received a dissertation award grant through the NIH. And again, this is just one example of the thousands of incredible students that we have here at the Bloomberg School. So we know that you have lots of different schools to choose from as you're thinking about where to further your own education. And I want to give you a few reasons why you might think that the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health is the right place for you. I have to, in any sort of thing like this, give a few numbers. So we are proud to be the first and largest school of public health. As I mentioned before, we've been around for 100 years. And so we've learned how to do this, and I think that we do it very well. We have over 80 different research centers and institutes that cut across different disciplinary boundaries. Our alumni network is over 28,000 and growing. We are proud to be rated #1 by our peers for as long as these rankings have been out. We have over 90 degree programs, 40 certificate programs to choose from. We offer more than 450 courses every term, and this is 4 terms a year, so this means when you include our summer and winter institutes, we have over 2,000 courses to choose from. And even though we have almost 4,000 students in our ranks, we have also about 1,000 full-time faculty, so that our student to primary faculty ratio remains at 4 to 1. We have 10 departments that range from biochemistry and molecular biology to health policy and management. We have the only department of mental health in an accredited school of public health in the country. And we also, as I mentioned on the last slide, have more than 80 centers and institutes that cut across these different departments to solve critical public health problems. Our approach has created trailblazers in the field of public health for decades. Shown on this slide are just some of the many people that we're proud of at our institution. So Abel Woolman pioneered modern sanitary engineering and discovered the benefits of chlorinating water. Sushila Nayar played a central role in founding healthcare programs in India as the Minister of Health of India. Susan Baker established the field of injury prevention, and Madhu Santosham is a world-renowned expert in oral rehydration therapy. For those of you who use Pedialyte, you can thank him for Pedialyte. But we also have more recent alumni who continue to lead the way. So Kayana Kalikini is a senior epidemiologist for the Navajo Nation. Jacqueline Hackett is the Deputy Chief of Staff for the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy. Brandon Johnson is the Branch Chief for the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, also the creator of the Black Mental Wellness Lounge, a YouTube channel dedicated to discussing Black mental health and healing. And Lauren Underwood is the U.S. representative for Illinois' 14th congressional district in the House of Representatives. All of these alumni form a unique network that we offer to our students, and we think is one of the strengths of our school. If you come here, you'll have access to all of these incredible people and many more, and we hope that you'll join their ranks as well. So our school is guided by a 5-pillar strategic plan. This strategic plan includes education, science, partnerships, people, and advocacy. But this starts with the power of education. This is something that's near and dear to my heart as the Executive Vice Dean of Academic Affairs. We are continuing to lead in education and to innovate in the way that we teach. We focus on bringing in a diverse array of learners from a range of professional backgrounds. And while we still teach things like epidemiology and biostatistics, we also teach new skills that we think are needed for today's careers, things like communication, advocacy, and change management. We emphasize an active learning approach with practice-based teaching. So we do have, of course, your traditional classroom teaching, but we try to encourage as much as possible for our students to get out of the classroom and to apply what they learn in the field. Working toward health equity is also something that underpins everything that we do. We recognize that many of the challenges to health in our current day are not just individual diseases, but really structural challenges that continue to disadvantage and marginalize communities that themselves have the strengths and the tools to make them their own people and constituents healthier if only we will engage with those communities and empower them to do the things that they do well. We at this school believe that everyone should have an opportunity to live a healthier life, no matter where they live, who they are, or the resources that they have. And part of this commitment to health equity is our institutional inclusion, diversity, anti-racism, and equity, or IDARE action plan. We recently underwent a refresh of this action plan and are focusing on incorporating IDARE into all of our curricula, such that courses are accessible for learners of all backgrounds. And something we're particularly proud of at the university level is the Vivian Thomas Scholars Initiative, which provides full funding for a sustained cohort of about 100 diverse PhD students in STEM programs, including many of our departments here at the School of Public Health. One of the things we're also very proud about here at the Bloomberg School is our hometown of Baltimore. Baltimore is an up-and-coming city. I've lived here for a number of years, and even last night went out to a new restaurant, a new place I'd never seen. I think that Baltimore is a place that has its share of challenges. But this is also what makes our school unique, is that we're able to focus on these challenges and deal with these challenges that are at our doorstep. I remember having a recent conversation with colleagues of mine about another school, not to be named, but in a different city, and they said, how can people in this other city really understand what's going on with us and our health problems? Whereas here in Baltimore, we're actively engaged in public health issues, from the opioid epidemic to gun violence solutions. And we know how to do this because we are engaged with our city in all respects. We really are committed to our hometown. We develop partnerships with city government, community organizations. SOURCE is our Community Engagement and Service Learning Center, and connects with over 100 different Baltimore-based community organizations, and students are really at the heart of this. None of this works without our students and their ability to engage with our hometown as well. We have other institutes, including the Urban Health Institute, Center for Health Disparity Solutions, and many other ways for our students to get involved with this city that we all call home. We're also excited. This is an exciting time in our school's history because we're building a new building. So construction on our new South building began earlier this year and is slated to open in the fall of 2026. Just 2 blocks away, there's a new life sciences corridor that is also being developed in collaboration with the School of Medicine. Construction on that also began this year and is slated to open in winter of 2028. And just last year, the new Bloomberg Center opened in Washington, D.C. on 555 Pennsylvania Avenue, specifically designed to put our students at the heart of policymaking in this country. We are, as a school, committed to translating science into policy and action. We realize that we don't operate in a vacuum, and advocacy is indeed one of the pillars of our strategic plan. We have a school-wide learner center for public health advocacy that again involves students at every step of the way, from specific courses about public health advocacy to getting out in the field and being active members of the policy making process. We also lead as a school on communications and public health messaging. We really are a go-to source for public health expertise. We encourage you to follow us on social media, to check out our websites, our newsletters, and our Public Health on Call podcast. So I want to summarize by saying that public health leaders really are made here at the Bloomberg School. There really has never been a more exciting and important time to be in the field of public health, which is why hopefully you're here today. At the Bloomberg School, we are committed to training the next generation, and we believe that we have the curriculum, mentors, resources, and connections to help you achieve your own personal public health goals. What makes our school truly special is that whatever your interests or passions may be, there will be a program and a community for you here. We would be thrilled and honored to have you join us in fulfilling our mission. And with that, I'd like to introduce Mike Ward, our Associate Dean for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. Welcome to the virtual open house. David made reference to the construction. I've just started to hear a little construction, so you might hear a little bit in the background of our new building going up. It is great to have so many of you on board with us today because public health is very much needed in the world today. We need you in this field. Over the past few years, as I've welcomed prospective students to open house, I've referenced what's happening at the school. And this year, I'll highlight a couple of projects that have an impact on local communities. A local community here in Baltimore area, and also a local community elsewhere in the country. Truly amazing work is happening at the school, which brings to mind the work of Marcia Wills Karp, who's chair of Environmental Health and Engineering and the director of CHARMED. CHARMED stands for Community Health Addressing Regional Maryland Environmental Determinants of Disease. This group engages in environmental health research looking at the impact on residents. Some of their most recent work has involved coal dust from the Curtis Bay coal piers, which impacts communities in East Baltimore. In South Baltimore. In describing the work of her team of researchers, Dr. Wills Karp has said, our role is helping communities obtain scientific evidence and then advocating with them for some kind of action to be taken. This is the type of work that happens at the school, and it's just one example. Another example of what's happening as a part of the school, but outside of East Baltimore, is the grand opening of the Great Plains Hub for the Center for Indigenous Health. The Center for Indigenous Health recently opened this center in Rapid City, South Dakota, with the initial focus on studying lung cancer and diabetes. Reservations in this area have some of the highest rates of cigarette smoking in the country, with few early alert systems and screening systems. The center partners with local health systems colleagues to make an impact. I hope you'll take some time to listen in on the Public Health on Call. There's a nice story about the Rapid City, the center in Rapid City. For over 20 years, our school and the East Baltimore campus, led by SOURCE, the Student Outreach Resource Center, has engaged in mutually beneficial partnerships that promote health and social justice. Our students engage everywhere they find the opportunity to move forward with ideas, priorities to address significant issues negatively affecting the health and the welfare of our communities. Since the onset of COVID, this work continues in person and virtually. This work is a part of who we are as a university. The messages we hear from our president of the university, Ron Daniels, and separately links Hopkins and his work to Baltimore. Through my time at the school, I've seen a greater engagement in Baltimore and communities throughout the world. Last year, we had about 1,000 student volunteers at over 100 community-based organizations. Faculty are also engaged in various capacities within our communities, including as researchers, nonprofit board members, and policy advisors. This is who we are as a school. It's really who we are, whether it's in person or remotely, it's in our DNA. This is an exciting, passionate place. Today's activities provide you an opportunity to hear from our departments, which serve as a community within the larger school community, to see the state-of-the-art facilities, though virtually, but you'll still have some glimpses to see. And there's also an opportunity to connect connect, whether it be with financial aid, career services, or source. And of course, you have the opportunity to meet some current students in various sessions, including the departmental sessions. As I talk about my experiences here at the school, I often remark about the excitement and passion that faculty and students have for their work. Whether faculty and researchers are looking at statistical models that improve health or working on health communications to change behavior, the work is aimed at improving life. The school's commitment not only touches the lives of faculty, but students as well. We offer a significant amount of aid. In 2023, we provided $68 million in scholarship support for students. That support has come in the form of scholarships, training grants, as well as fellowships. Over 77% of students receive aid with an average aid package of $28,971. A good number of students, mostly in MSPH programs, receive up to a 75% tuition scholarship during their second year of study with us. We're continuing to grow our need-based scholarship programs to assist in offsetting the cost of tuition. In this past year, we added need-based scholarships to the MSPH program scholarships, and the scholarships is up to 50% off the first year of the MSPH program. As you experience this community day, I urge you to soak up as much as you can. One quality that comes out clearly about the school is excellence. This quote from Aristotle captures the spirit of the school in my mind. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Here, excellence is often met with the passion to improve the world's health. As a non-scientist in this community, from time to time, I've asked faculty members and students about their passion. As I've done this, I've become interested in research and concepts that I've never thought about. So take the time to learn about the interest and the passion of our faculty and students. If you do, you'll see an excitement that is not found many other places. This excitement can be pretty overwhelming, and people will be very passionate as they describe their experiences. Perhaps you too will be ready to join this community dedicated to protecting health and saving lives millions at a time. And now I'm going to turn you over to a tour from some of our one former student and a current student, just to show you around the place a bit. Thank you.
Good morning, this is Mr. I'm a master's student in Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Today I'll take you in my day. Right now I'm just gonna take care of some emails before I head out for my run. And then when I come back, I'll make breakfast. The day is nice, so I'm gonna go to Patterson Park and do some walking and running, get some sunlight, come back, get ready, and go back to school.
It's Friday morning, about 7 a.m. We are getting ready for the kids to go to school. Most of this work is done in the previous evening. I'm fortunate to have my wife provide a lot of support for my journey, taking care of the kids. I know I also do my best, but most of the work is on her shoulders. It's a lesson, or it's a journey. It hasn't been quite easy, but as always, if you have the support and your partner understand the journey that you are on together, it's relatively easier. Can you say bye-bye to mommy?
Hi. Besides Patterson Park, there's so much to do in Baltimore. There's the Inner Harbor where you can take a nice walk. In Fales Point, there are like so many different restaurants that I like to explore. So besides being a student, I think Baltimore has a lot to offer, which I really loved to do in the past 10 months of my stay here in Baltimore.
So typically, I get to school around 10 a.m. after I drop off the kids and drop off my wife at work. Then I head to the library, do some studies, and then head to the ninth floor where I have my locker to prepare for a gym, because physical activity is also very crucial, especially in your PhD journey, to help keep the stress down.
One of the things that I love about Bloomberg is that we have so many different students from all over the world, and one of the things that I really love to do is share my culture. So now that I'm reflecting back on the past 10 months, it has actually been really nice living with my roommates, whom now I can call my brothers and sisters, or like their family to me.
So I've made some lifelong friends the very first week, and we all met each other and we clicked. And then now we're all ending up in different places across the world. I will miss those times with them most.
What are some of your favorite events you've attended in the past few years?
That's hard. I think I really enjoy going to like the graduation of a lot of my friends who have, done different degree programs, and that exciting day of convocation and getting to be there and cheer them on has been really fun.
What are your plans post-graduation with the Hopkins MPH?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to take the knowledge and skills that I gained in Hopkins places. And I specifically see myself working in the nonprofit sector or international health agencies.
So how do you unwind after all of this coursework, extracurricular activities, student body work? Like, what do you do?
Great question. Great question. I think it looks different at different points. For me, I love dancing. That's a great way to unwind for me. Some physical activity, get the blood flowing, and it's also a great way to connect with others.
How I unwind, yeah. So every Friday, without a doubt, I have 3 hours blocked out just to go out in the cities, whether it be going for a walk or going to the theater or watching a movie or just hanging out at the bar with my friends. That's a non-negotiable. And every once in a while, I take a weekend off and go somewhere.
I play sports now, so every single Sunday we go to the Baltimore beach volleyball. So in Inner Harbor, people from all over Baltimore, me and my friends, we all love to play volleyball. We just go and play there, and it's a lot of fun. We spend hours probably just playing volleyball on the beach.
Another thing that drew me to the Bloomberg School of Public Health for my PhD is mainly the network that I built during the MPH program. I really wanted to build on these networks and further expand the networks that I already have.
Just being around these people, I think I've learned a lot, and I think I'd miss the people a lot once I leave Bloomberg.
Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. I'm Lauren Black, Director of Recruitment, Communications, and Events in the Office of Admissions here at the Bloomberg School of Public Health. On behalf of our admissions office, we're so happy to welcome you today. During the next few minutes, we'll review our degree program options. I know there's been a lot of questions in chat, so we'll get to some of those and continue answering questions throughout the morning during the different breakout sessions that you'll be able to participate in. Afterwards, you can connect with representatives from different student services and engagement offices during their breakout sessions from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m., followed by a breakout session with our Office of Inclusion, Diversity, Anti-Racism, and Equity Office from 10:45 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, followed by department and program breakout sessions with departments and programs between 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about our different degree program offerings here at the Bloomberg School of Public Health. And so on this slide, you can see We offer a wide variety of different departments here at the School of Public Health. Dean Dowdy spoke about the different departments here, so you can see sort of the wide range between biochemistry and molecular biology to molecular microbiology and immunology within our basic science areas. We also have common public health areas like biostatistics and epidemiology. If you're looking for a cross-cutting area, we have environmental health and engineering, which partners with our Whiting School of Engineering. We also have areas within health education, health promotion, and social behavioral interventions through our Department of Health, Behavior, and Society. For those that may be looking for more work within policy work, healthcare management, especially at the US level, we do offer the Department of Health Policy and Management. However, if you're looking for more of a global approach, we do offer the Department of International Health, which focuses on 4 areas, including human nutrition, global disease and epidemiology control, as well as social behavioral interventions and health systems. We're proud to be one of the only schools of public health to offer a mental health department. Here you can focus on different developmental work, different health disparities, and addiction work. And then finally, we offer the Department of Population, Family, and Reproductive Health. Within this department, you can explore programs within maternal and child health, as well as looking at work within child and adolescent health and women's and reproductive health. As you can see here, we have quite a variety of different master's programs, as well as doctoral programs across our School of Public Health. Our MPH program, as well as our DRPH program, are going to be considered school-wide. So you'll notice concentrations connected to our different departments. And then our other master's programs and PhD programs will be within those departments. So what we'll do is we'll walk through the different degree program offerings, starting with our PhD program and DRPH program, and then move into our master's programs. So as you can see here, this is just a quick kind of difference between our PhD and DRPH. Certainly during the breakout sessions, you'll get a better understanding of the different PhD programs are offered across our 10 different academic departments. Traditionally, the PhD program will be more research oriented, great for those exploring an academic career, again, traditionally, and those that are really looking to enhance their research skill sets. We'll also offer the DRPH program. The Doctor of Public Health is a more practice-oriented and applied doctoral program. This program will be more on a part-time basis, where our PhD program will be offered as more of a full-time program. And as we explore the PhD program on the next slide, you'll see information about this, the breakdown of the PhD programs. In general, our PhD programs are about 4 years in length for most of our departments. For our lab-based sciences like biochemistry and molecular biology and immunology, these programs may be closer to about a 5-year length. But within that time period, students will have the chance to really explore the research, develop a wonderful research methods portfolio, and enhance their skill sets within the particular department of choice. Students are funded through this program, so you would receive tuition, stipend, and health insurance for the duration of the program. On the next slide, we'll explore our DRPH program. As mentioned, the DRPH does require about 3 years of public health work experience, as well as an MPH or an equivalent degree program. And certainly during the DRPH program, they'll be highlighting what those experiences look like, typical candidates for the program, as well as the different concentrations offered by the DRPH program. This gives you a snapshot of those concentrations. So as you can see, you have everything from some of our health policy work, environmental health, cross-cutting areas across our school, including health equity and social justice, women's and reproductive health, implementation science, and global health. You can also choose to customize the program. So if you don't quite see what you're looking for, you can explore how you can create a customized approach to your doctoral training. On average, the program takes about 5 to 6 years to complete, but you have upwards of 9 years to complete this program. On the next slide, we'll explore our different master's programs, such as the MPH program. So our Master of Public Health is offered as a full-time program as well as a part-time program. Our full-time program will be 11 months right here in Baltimore, or you can do the online part-time program and have up to 4 years, but on average, it takes about 18 months to complete this program. As mentioned, students can choose among about 12 different concentrations that are connected to our 10 different academic departments. Within this program, you would also have the chance to participate in a 100-hour practicum experience, as well as a final capstone project. On the next slide, we'll explore a little bit of some of the requirements of the program. So this MPH program does require 2 years at least of health related work experience. And we've given some examples of where students have come in the past. Now, certainly, this is not a comprehensive list, but gives you a little bit of a snapshot of where students are coming from prior to entering the program. And then again, certainly during the MPH breakout session today, you can explore more information about backgrounds of students and about the curriculum within the MPH program. On the next slide, we'll explore the next program. We can advance to the next slide. About the MAS program. And so within this program, we offer 3 different niche topic areas. So students can complete the program in about 2 years, even a little less, within patient safety and healthcare quality, as well as population health management and spatial analysis for public health. So as a student, this is a fully online program, so great for working professionals, those that are really focused on some of these areas or looking to really enhance skill sets within one of these 3 areas. So we encourage you to look at this program as well as some of our other online programs that we offer. On the next slide, we offer the MA in Public Health Biology. This program is also a full-time or fully online program with collaboration among 3 different departments here at our School of Public Health, including biochemistry and molecular biology, environmental health and engineering, and molecular microbiology and immunology. So if you have a passion and interest within cell biology as well as molecular biology, and also looking to connect that with environmental health work, this would be a great department and program to explore. In the next slide, we can explore what sort of our research-oriented as well as our practice-oriented programs look like. So we break this down. More of our research-oriented is going to be focused on our Masters of Bioethics. We also have an MHS, a Master of Health Science, and then the SCM, the Master of Science. So these are we'll certainly explore these in just a moment, but these are going to be a little bit more research focused, usually enhancing skill sets that you're looking for or advancing work, especially for lab sciences, you'll have the chance to do a lab rotation. For our practice-oriented areas, we offer the MHA, the Master of Health Administration, the MSPH, the Master of Science in Public Health, and the Master of Science, or the MS, in Toxicology for Human Risk Assessment. So let's start off with the Master of Bioethics on the next slide. And if we can advance up, oops. There we are. So the Master of Bioethics is offered by our Berman Institute of Bioethics. You can complete in as little as 1 year, but it takes about 2 years to complete the program. If you are interested in this program, you can apply as a priority to be considered for some scholarship opportunities. This includes both a thesis component, but you can also add a practicum to add a little bit of practice to this program. The great part about this program is that it really connects both medicine as well as public health and even different ethical decision making into the work that happens across the curriculum of this program. So if you have an interest and passion in these areas and are really looking to explore the bioethics within healthcare, this would be a fantastic program to explore. And then we can advance to the next slide. The MHA in the Master of Health Administration is going to be offered through our Department of Health Policy and Management. So if you are looking to advance within healthcare management, wanting to sort of see the overall process of health systems within the US, this program is 2 years. You'd be taking courses within your first year. And then in the second year, you would be matched with a healthcare facility, either right here in Baltimore or somewhere throughout the United States. So you'd really have the opportunity to have a paid full-time administrative residency in different healthcare facilities. On the next slide, we can explore the programs of the Master of Health Science. This is going to be offered across all 10 of our academic departments. These are going to look and feel a little bit different across the different programs. So especially during the breakout sessions today, definitely connect with our departments to learn more about what the MHS program looks like in their department. They're going to be about 1 to 2 years in length, but there's typically like a thesis component as well as a final presentation that's part of your preparation for this program. We'll explore different areas connected to our 10 different academic departments and really helps prepare students for the next steps, whether that's enhancing in the work within research, possibly going on to a PhD or medical program as well. And the next slide. We have also the SCM, the Master of Science. You can see it's offered in several different departments. I do want to make one note about the health behavior and society. This program currently is on pause. So if you have any questions about that, that would be something to discuss with the Department of Health, Behavior, and Society. We also have the SCM in biochemistry, molecular biology, biostatistics, environmental health and engineering, epidemiology, and molecular microbiology and immunology. Typically, again, it can be the first year if it is a one-year program, is going to be on the coursework itself, and then there will be a master's thesis at the end. Some programs are 2 years in length, so you'd have more enhanced research skill sets throughout the program. And you would also have the opportunity in some of the departments, you can apply directly to the SCM, or in your first year, such as in biochemistry, molecular biology, or molecular microbiology, you can opt to potentially transfer into that program. So we can go to the next slide. We offer the MSPH program as well, and this is the Master of Science in Public Health. This is great for those that may be really interested in the MPH program, but don't quite have the 2 years of public health experience and are interested in these 4 different departments. So the MSPH program is going to be offered within the departments of Health, Behavior, and Society, Health Policy and Management, International Health, and Population, Family, and Reproductive Health. So again, you can explore the curriculum, connect with our departments today to learn more about the curriculum across these different departments. But typically they're about 2 years in length, 1 year of courses, and an internship in the second year of the program. The internship or field placement can be at minimum about 4 months and up to about almost a year in the second year of the program. Different departments will help you as you're exploring where you might want to have that internship, whether it's locally right here in Baltimore or somewhere across the world as well. So you'll have the support of your department as well as the Office of Public Health Practice as you're thinking about the next steps within the MSPH program. Again, this does not require work experience, so you can apply in your senior year, or if you have some experience but are looking for a longer length program, this can be a great option for you. I do want to also mention this is eligible, as well as many of our other 2-year programs, for the MTS scholarship, the Master's Tuition Scholarship, which provides 75% in year 2 of the program, and some departments will offer the opportunity for 25% in year 1 and 50% in year 2. And newly added over the last year, we also have what's called the MSPH Need-Based Scholarship. This can provide up to 50% support in year 1 of the program. And details can be found on our website regarding that scholarship program. Okay, and on the next slide, we have the MS in Toxicology for Human Risk Assessment. As mentioned, this is going to be offered through our Department of Environmental Health and Engineering. It's about a 2-year program. So similar to the MSPH program, you'd have the chance to explore coursework really focused on different toxicology and environmental health work in the first year, and then be matched or participate in an internship experience or field placement experience in the second year of the program that connects you with the work that you've been doing over the course of that first year. So I definitely encourage you to explore this program if you have an interest in any of those areas. And then we'll proceed to the next slide. So we just wanted to give you a little bit of a snapshot of all the different programs that we went over. So you have an understanding of the different options that are available across our different departments and programs. And we encourage you to, again, attend the different breakout sessions today. In just a little bit, we will get started with our first series of breakout sessions, which will be offered through our student affairs as well as different offices across the School of Public Health, followed by a breakout session led by our Inclusion, Diversity, Anti-Racism, and Equity Office at 10:45 to 11:30 a.m. And then finally, we'll conclude today by the department breakout sessions from 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll take time now to continue addressing some questions as we close out today's session. And then we'll add into chat the agenda as well as the full link as well. You should also have received in your email this morning a breakdown of all the breakout session links. Please use those and access them at the time that the session is getting started. With that, I do want to just thank everyone for your attention today. And please stay connected to our admissions office, the different departments here, as we welcome you and hopefully welcome you too in the fall to the Bloomberg School of Public Health. So thank you very much. And our team, our admissions team, who's I know been answering tons of questions already, will stick around to make sure that you get to the breakout sessions, all right? And of course, if you do have any questions today or even after today, you can always reach out to us at bsph.admissions@jhu.edu. Thank you, everyone.